So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. We have already started here. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne. He's just one of the best strikers of the ball you'll ever see, and that applies just as much to his passing game as it does to his shooting prowess. He generally likes to keep things simple, taking as few touches as possible, but making every one of them count. I've got a feeling he's going to be a real handful for the opposition here.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Well, he knew what he was taking on there, Peter, and special delivery from the ref.
That is definitely not his best. Roberto Carlos made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Cruyff, another pass, just keeps it ticking over. And here's Van Basten. Nicely weighted ball. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Davids is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. Well, that is one way to stop him. Milan are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Passes short and sharp. Romario! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Now it's Pelé. Iniesta. Great ball if he can get there. Davids! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Milan are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Milan have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Milan finding their passes. Davids finds himself offside. Rodri. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Cannavaro. Here's Roberto Carlos. Davids. Roberto Carlos drives forward on the overlap. Cannavaro demonstrating his defensive quality there.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
And this is Van Basten. No, he's not getting past him there.
Substitution.
Barcelona can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, he can certainly make his side a lot more unpredictable, Peter. You know, he has a very good eye for a pass and a tricky one at that.
Milan with the corner, they're first. And now a sudden chance to counter. Leicester kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Serginho. Aimed beyond the defence, and no, that was never going to make it. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And that'll be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think it's a case of so far, so good. The boss has clearly done his homework, and I don't think he needs to change much during the break. Now they've got the lead, they can expect more of the same in the second half.
Milan go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead.
Substitution for Milan. Number 9, Van Basten.
There's the start of the second half.
Johan Cruyff.
Milan carrying a one-goal lead.
Messi. Number 25,
Yamal.
Zola.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Milan do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Zola goes on a run down the left wing. That's tidy. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Marquinhos defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Yamal, he has found the way through. It's run loose, who's going to get there? Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Yamal does really well to win the ball there. Roberto Carlos. And it's Messi. Out to the left it goes. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead. But it seems as if they settle for a riskier approach now to defend this.
Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Zola! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Great defending, strong and determined. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. Zanetti gets over and intercepts.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
And Messi! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Oh, it was a brilliant touch to set himself up. Just a shame that the finish let him down.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. Milan close now to seeing this one through to the end.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Passing is crisp and sharp.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Sola! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. Milan have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's away we go then. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Marquinhos, he's one of the toughest and most competitive centre-backs in the business. He's the kind of player you can rely on to always be just where you need him, making a...
And Romario!
He almost caught everyone out there the way he just eked out the room to get the shot in.
Roberto Carlos looks to the other side. Thuram. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Kaká. Now it's Kaká, and he's gone backward here. It's loose now, and they want to get it back. And he's picked it up out wide. Otto, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Distributed tidily. Otto has it out wide and in space. Milan are enjoying the lion's share of possession, but nothing yet to show for it. Otto is always looking to play quality balls. Cannavaro is there, and he can get that clear. Romario. And it's Cruyff. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Neymar showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he's managed to get free. Oh, that is and another try! Goal, Milan! And Milan have the lead. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Milan have taken the lead.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
1-0 here just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Xabi Alonso was in no mood for any of that. Kaka. Madrid do have a chance to counter here. Knocks it out wide. Davids spots it and intercepts. Cruyff. Cannavaro pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. And that'll be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only 1 down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Milan happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0.
Substitution for Milan, number 14, Johan Cruyff.
There's the start of the second half. Milan carrying a 1-goal lead. Cruyff! And that wasn't far away.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Ambitious ball here. And this is Torres. Torres unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Out towards the flank. Tries to play it through. Can he get onto this? And he cuts out the supply. Well timed, excellent interception. And here's Cruyff. Nicely weighted ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And the shot's on here. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's quick to get it clear again. Now it's Pelé. And this is great chance! They've scored! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Showing good feet. Shot could be... It's Neymar! Oh, that is very close.
Neymar brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Davids. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Looking for a runner.
Milan couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Thuram. Milan looking to pass their way through. And it's Iniesta. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle, stopped him dead in his tracks. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Otto. Romario. Roberto Carlos. That's very neat. And here's Roberto Carlos. Cruyff.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Now, oh, what has happened here? It's loose. Iniesta! And that is the last effort of the game. Milan are enjoying their moment of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. Romario voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Milan definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Arsenal.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
Pele going face-to-face with his great rival. Rijkaard defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Shoots! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Tonali. Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And he's there to get it away. And now the breakaway. Roberto Carlos is always looking to play quality balls. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And they've got rid. And that's really well manoeuvred. Pele. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Nicely weighted ball. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Roberto Carlos. Showing good feet. Tonali.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And it's João Palhinha. And that interception was most necessary. Palhinha unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And that's off target.
The moans and groans are predictable. He felt compelled to try.
João Palhinha. And here's Lewandowski. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Looks to me as though this is probably a little too far out for a shot. And he can't get it over the wall. It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
There will be 1 minute added time.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And the first 45 minutes are up. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent, but I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Milan have made the crucial breakthrough and they're looking pretty satisfied at the break.
Substitution for Milan. Number 9, Van Basten. Coming on
That
the
gets
field
things going for the
is
second half.
Number 11, Cantona.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Kalulu going vertical. Davids. Milan are looking to break at pace. Khan claims comfortably. Milan come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
And this is Cruyff. He's shifting through the gears here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really... And a chance! It's in! They have come roaring back!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball, and that probably wouldn't have happened.
And the shot! Goal! Milan! And again they hit the front. Simplicity itself.
It's shocking, the ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Iniesta quietly revving up. Good ball over the top. Good read, needed to be. Just about up to 75 minutes. Messi. Azar. Messi. Lewandowski.
Arsenal really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Cruyff. He's beaten the last man. An uncompromising challenge. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
And this is Azar. Lofted in. I think that's offside. Yes, it is.
Substitution for Milan. Number 6.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Johan Cruyff.
Marquinhos does really well to win the ball there. Zola is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot.
Coming on the field.
Milan close now to seeing this one through to the end.
Number 25.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
Number 19. O'Shea.
Little pass back. And the number on the board is 3. Now it's Cantona. And we're done. Milan have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
I think that early goal, Peter, pretty much decided.
So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So we're up and running. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. Oh, they could be caught out here. Throw in. Ribéry. Ruben Neves. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Filippo in... Oh, shooting chance! He's delivered all right!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready...
Oh, what a mistake! And Batistuta! Off the post! He scored! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, the defence were being far too casual there, Peter. Far too slow to switch on to the danger. That's the kind of thing that makes managers go crazy.
Arsenal grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
A header! That's a sharp pass. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Ambitious ball here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Serginho is always looking to play quality balls. Pass somewhat off target. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Now it's Van Basten, and he's worked it through. Bruno Fernandes did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Ribéry is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And the finish! Goal! Arsenal! And the comeback is complete. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Arsenal get themselves into the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
Ribéry. Ribéry takes control of it and he's on the move. Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. It's a pretty loose pass. And he thumps it clear. Serginho. Makaleli. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Locatelli is there and he can get... Van Basten! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Van Basten really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Cleared without hesitation. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. And we are up to the break.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Incident-packed, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Lovely pass, but can... Chance! Goal! Again, we are level! What a contest!
I could watch this every week, Peter. Talk about strength of character. Wonderful.
That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't...
Goes for a shot! It's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
He's having a shot! Oh, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then.
And he's onside. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Azar. Short changes him with that pass. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Well, that looks a good ball through. He's shifting through the gears here.
Arsenal really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Knocks it into space. Oh no, that was never going to make it. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Arsenal clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Played back in. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Could be danger here.
Orange County really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that is as far as it goes. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good. Filippo Inzaghi taking in the... It feels a little early to be talking about promotion, but things couldn't be any more straightforward. Win, and they will do it. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air. And what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects... Bale! And he has kept it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Now it's Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Goes looking wide. He's found a way through. Nicely weighted ball. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Ribéry. Can he finish? And he's found the net! Is this the moment? The moment he made it happen. The moment they made it happen. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
How important...
And the shot! Off the post! Manchester United looking to get their possession game going here.
Yeah, it can be very stylish and expansive to watch if they get it to the standard we know they can. But what's key is the number of ballers in the team. As long as they don't lose the purpose. If they keep the...
Oh, what a climb! Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, nicely intercepted. Alexander-Arnold.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Yamal. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Mbappe tries to pass it through. And he's made sure that's not getting through.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Kimmich. Now Mbappe. And it's Bale. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments. It's Bale! And oh, he's been caught on it here. And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's there! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And this is Inzaghi.
That dugout has had some relief at least, but now the harder work starts.
He's gone for goal! They want to be in for the pieces! Oh no, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count one. Messi. Mbappe. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And he's picked out the run. Foden. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force.
Inzaghi! And that's off target.
Orange County really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Alexander-Arnold. Yamal. Serginho gets a foot in here. Well timed, excellent interception. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Messi. Messi going face to face with his great rival. Makaleli. And it's Ribery. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Bale. He's having a go. And the keeper read that really well.
Bale clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, this looks sharp. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Beckenbauer. Keep the ball and you win. And that will be the final act. A win, a triumph, a time to crank up the music, charge the glass. This is going to be quite a party. Filippo Inzaghi votes. So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more direct.
He's having a shot! And that is wildly off target.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Over to the left, and it's Neymar. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Plays a sharp little ball here. Looking for options for movement. Oh, super! And the shot! Goal! A finish of great intelligence. He just understood, and he executed so smoothly.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Now it's Messi. He's had it taken off him. Van Basten engages and forces him off the ball. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. McAllister. White gets across to intercept that. Keeper's got good distance on that. And here's Inzaghi. Back into the middle. And he was alert to it. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And he's gone backward here.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Short changes him with that pass. Van Basten. It's Van Basten! That's another chance. He has done it. He has gobbled up his 20th goal. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Well timed, excellent interception. De Bruyne. Now it's Inzaghi. Makaleli, a player who needs no introduction. And this is Inzaghi. Now, can they get him away? That is a brilliant interception. Beckenbauer. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Orange County really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
A half of massive entertainment and excitement, a 2-goal margin, yes, but all things still possible.
Substitution in progress.
And we're underway again. Makaleli. And it's Serginho. And he lines up a cross. And the ball is out of play. White. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Ruben Diaz. Oh no, what has happened here? Face Inzaghi! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And that's it. That was always inevitable.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's down to business here. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every
Oh, what a class! Off the post! Danger averted for now. And that's a danger. Neymar! Goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Nice sequence of passes, this. Makalele wins the duel this time.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Neymar. He has found the way through. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It'll be a throw-in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And he was quick to react. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's through and all alone. It's Neymar! And yes, it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
And now he has two. It feels a little early to be talking about promotion, but things couldn't be any more straightforward. Win, and they will do it. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So that's got things underway. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
I really like the look of this guy, Foden, who, to me, is a player who has a bit of everything. An eye for goal, quick feet.
Takes a shot! Oh, that's majestic!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And the shot! Oh, it's gone in! They've come back, they've come roaring back. This is becoming quite a game. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Look at the space here. Chance, surely! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Strong running down that left flank. No, there's no going past him this time. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Oh, it's a massive game for him, but that can't concern the referee who has sent him off. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague and they look worried. So seemingly that was deemed a denial of a clear goal-scoring opportunity.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
He'll fancy himself from here. And this is Hazard.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Kane. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Barcelona clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And this is Inzaghi. That pass has been well intercepted. He has found the way through. Knocks it into space. Serginho unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And he's only too happy to take that back. Now that looks a decent ball. Out of play for a goal kick. Robertson. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ribéry. Is there any support? He might not need it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Played back in. He's having a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. Cleared without hesitation. He shoots! He's keen, determined to have his say.
Orange County really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
McAllister, he's picked his way through. Cross into the box. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Orange County can take heart from the fact that they're more than holding their own despite being a man down. That's credit to their level of organisation and spirit. Now that they've got a chance to have a breather and settle down, it'll be interesting to see what approach they'll take after the break.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And that's the second half started.
Orange County clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
He shifted it to the flank. Hazard. Filippo Inzaghi. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Robertson. Locatelli. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Serginho. Serginho goes on a run down the left wing. Threads one in. Messi. And that's a dangerous ball. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Now it's Inzaghi. No way through. Tries to play it through. Spread out to the left. Hazard with the delivery. And it's hoisted clear. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Ribéry. Looking for a runner. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Ruben Neves. Upamecano makes the interception. Goes looking wide. Now, can they get him away? Hazard receives it in a wide position. Messi goes short.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
He's tried one! Now, who's going to be first to this? He'll try to keep this alive. Ruben Neves clears.
Barcelona clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Now it's Kane. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. There's the shot! Goal! Barcelona! And again they hit the front. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is the perfect example of how to play with a man advantage. Move the opposition from side to side, wear them down, deserve goal.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Ruben Neves, the puppet master, looking to pull the strings. Now it's Inzaghi. Nice defending, it's got the job done. Out to the left it goes.
1 minute at a time.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish.
And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. How would you summarise what...